Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And, guys, checking out Jody Meeks, the former Kentucky Wildcat. What can we expect here?
Sometimes, Kevin, you can just look at a guy's release and immediately recognize that he's a born shooter. And that's the case with Meeks. Beautiful form, just has a natural way of getting that ball to go through the hoop.
Ever since his college days at Kentucky, he's been one of the best shooters on the planet, and that hasn't changed. You just can't leave him alone anyplace. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, as they did in that game, it's going to be a long night.
It will be. I mean, you're right there. It's hard to snap yourselves out of that kind of funk. Once you get into it, it's just tough to break out of it.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Marshall can't hit. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, they were in foul trouble throughout that game, guys, and made things awfully hard on themselves as a result.
Yeah, it forced them to go much deeper into their rotation than they would have liked to, and that's always tough. You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tire.
Gasol's got his second basket.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike D'Antoni had a few minutes for me. They've had a difficult time in this matchup, losing both games in the season series. And I asked him what he thought might turn things around. He said, we've got to up our intensity defensively and speed up our rotations. With our shot blocking, we can make things tough around the rim, but we also need to close out quickly on the perimeter. Guys, we'll see how they do.
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. I mean, they always seem to feed off of that defense. They're just really trying to attack, force some turnovers, and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Chris Kaman has checked in for the Lakers. Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that led the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash, are having trouble keeping their health up. Even in that organization, whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
And Young kicks it over to Nash. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Young's got his first points of the game. Suns trail by 4. Down low. Here's Morris. Gasol with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Young. Now the feed to Kaman. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Goodwin's got the ball. Green. Another shot. Plumlee, no luck. Nash drives in. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete. But he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth.
Channing Frye's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Frye kicks to Goodwin. Gives him the lead pass. Frye. Here's Plumlee. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Meeks dishes to Johnson. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And for Nash is great agility. Really helps him on the offensive side, certainly. And change of speed and direction, shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix. Comes in for good one. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Lakers. And, of course, the Lakers tied right now.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals. And that's going to be the challenge for L.A.
Hill passes to Sacre. Out of bounds. It's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
1:30 left in the first quarter. He feeds it to Hill. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. .127 left here in the first quarter. And stolen by Fry.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Look at Pau Gasol here. He's been having a nice year, 15th in rebounding, and he's been using his size and quickness to great effect defensively. He's in the top 20 in the league in blocks per game.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him. He got there late. You do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And what an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. He was making all the right decisions offensively.
51 seconds left to play in the first.
Oh, and that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in the wheelhouse. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another.
But the 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Well, you know, Jeff Hornacek, the new coach of the Phoenix Suns, a 14-year career as an NBA shooting guard, and he was terrific as a player. Spent his first 6 in Phoenix and only recently really got into coaching, starting as an assistant with the Jazz in early 2011.
The Suns making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The dish to Morris. And it's blocked by Henry. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Nash kicks to Henry. Inside to Gasol. And that one's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Boy, he looks fresh and confident out there right now.
And it's Dragic off the drive. It's good, and he took that shot. So he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Young. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineup. Taking a look at the Lakers. We got Robert Sacre. Gasol's out there with Xavier Henry. Then it's Nash, and it's Young in at the shooting guard position. And Phoenix making a change here.
Even with the one miss, he's still stretched it to a 2-possession game. That's big for them right now.
Green dishes to Morris. Pass to Morris. A steal. Los Angeles calls timeout.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Here for
a chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. 8th in steals, 8th in three-point field goal percentage. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
What they try to do, Clark, is pressure the ball. I mean, you talked about the steals per game, and that's the key number of all those stats. They pressure the ball. They really create havoc for the offense. And when they take you out of the flow of your offense, it really makes the ball stop, and the game becomes very difficult for the offensive team.
They shoot again. Plumlee. And finally they hit one. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Shot misses. Some solid defense from Channing Frye. The Suns trailing. Feeds to Goodwin. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Lakers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. This game is going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Marshall after the made shot from Tucker. No good from Kelly. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fry, good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Nash. Drops in the breakaway lane.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
The Lakers making a switch here. Good one, passes to Tucker. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the three. You look at Fry. Dangerous player from three-point land. A great talent with a great release.
So much value in having a big man who can step away from the hoop to draw bigger defenders out there. It really opens up the floor for the team.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier for everybody when you've got a guy who's capable of spacing the floor because of his accuracy from three-point land.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for Channing Frye. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there. Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada. And we all realize that. But you were telling me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Oh, yeah, in San Diego, we got out in the water. And the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So, I mean, you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
Jordan Hill.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Goodwin kicks to Plumlee. And good on the basket. Book it.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points in the game, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kaman comes in for Jordan Hill. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Xavier Henry. And it's Johnson penetrating. And he jams it with authority.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
The Lakers in the lead. 1:24 left in the first half. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
A little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And the Suns making a change here. Young's checked in.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but that just didn't happen for him last season.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Phoenix. He had a nice open look right there. 5 points in the game.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Nash against Dragic.
I see him.
13 feet away. Second shot opportunity. And the shot is long. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A pull-up, and it's Phoenix scoring again. And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Dragic with it, guarded now by Nash. It's Dragic with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter.
Yeah, if they want to avoid going into the half with this deficit, they need to stop settling for these long jump shots and attack the rim.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here is Marshall. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers. And Young, here we go. Gasol with 1 on the clock. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Paul Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. Tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And the Lakers making a change here. Henry's checked in. Setting the floor for the Suns. Dragic is out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Channing Frye. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Dragic kicks to Len. With the lead pass. It's stolen by Hill. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Henry. Back to Gasol. The finger roll finishes the bucket. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Suns shooting 43% from the floor. Dragic off the pick from Len. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Hill. Frye. Good. Frye's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Nash dishes to Henry. Right side Gasol. Working on Frye. Gasol passes to Henry. Rejected by Len. But they recover it. Hill kicks to Gasol. That's the bucket. Gasol's got 14.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Frye's got 4 points in the quarter.
After taking a year to play elsewhere, it seems Gerald Green finally found his role on an NBA team in the 2011-12 season, but he just couldn't find the traction expected with the Indiana Pacers last year.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And for Gerald Green, a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Pacers to start last season.
Yeah, they were hoping for more out of him, Kevin. He just never really settled into a role with the Pacers, and that was disappointing because Indiana's bench, I thought, really showed some weaknesses during that great playoff run they had.
Group on the floor.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 6th in blocks, 12th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And this is a team that really relies on those blocks that you talked about, Clark, because when they're at their best, they're really challenging every shot. They cover up, they close out on jump shooters, and if you penetrate and get to the rim, they've got a host of shot blockers that are waiting for you.
He's good.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see, and of course has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And he is also a very rugged player at the defensive end. I mean, he will bull his way through any screen if it means staying on his man.
He's been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Kaman. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kaman's got 6.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Kaman sets a screen for Marshall. Kicks it to Kaman. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
76% of the stripe for him to this point of the season.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
He dishes it to Morris. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
It's tipped. He kicks to Meeks. Fires from the corner. Johnson up top. Kaman inside. The Lakers working the ball around now. Kaman a screen. Johnson off the pick from Kaman. And the Lakers call time here. Here's Kelly. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass. The highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Look at Dragic.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
And that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Up over 50% now from the floor with the way they've shot this half.
Yeah, that's a nice improvement. It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they have shot throughout the entire game, as a matter of fact. They've been very efficient offensively.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
The Suns have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And the technical free throw is good. So for the Suns, Lenz checked in for Plumlee, and Channing Frye's subbed in for Marcus Morris. Here's Christmas. Rebound the Lakers. Young outside. Out to Nash. Again, the Lakers.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Suns trail by 7. Dishes it to Fry. Sinks the 15-footer. Fry's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now, here's Nash. Averaging 6 points per contest. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Lakers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's Smith. He's checked in for Goran Dragic. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
6 seconds on the shot clock. 6.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 2 to shoot. Johnson can't hit. Suns trail by 6. Smith kicks to Fry. The shot no good. Hill with some nice D. Now here comes Nash leading the break.
Suns foul ball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
First one falls through. And the Suns making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Here's Cleveland. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. His message, don't even look at the score right now. Take one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thanks, Doris. Nash and Meeks together in the back. Pau Gasol is out there with Hill, and it's Kelly in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. And Green gets it to go. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Phoenix.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it. Well, of course, anytime you talk about Nash, his outstanding court vision and creative passing is the first thing that comes to mind. But, of course, he's also one of the best shooters the game has ever seen.
Steve, you mentioned the creativity he brings. Despite the flair, he's really quite fundamentally sound. He's excellent with his decision-making and understanding of how to create scoring opportunities for him and his team.
Nick Young's checked in for Jody Meeks. And Green gets it to go.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide-open look there.
Nash gets a screen from Hill. Johnson, defended by Tucker. Gasol.
Gasol.
That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 16 points for Pau Gasol.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Nash can't get it to go. Suns trail by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his third foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Los Angeles on D. And Gasol slams it in.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Now here's Len. They get the rebound.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Kelly passes to Gasol. Lays it up and dunks it in. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You know, even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Pau's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
Phoenix. Suns trail by 10. Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Pau Gasol. Steve, it's really the defining quality of the team. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Pau, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Los Angeles. Dragic dishes to Plumlee. Back to Dragic. Marshall with the steal. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
The drive by Green. Snatched up. And Jordan gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And the Suns making a change here. Goodwin's checked in. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Johnson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Suns making a change here. And Marshall kicks to Sacre. Passes to Gasol. Blanketed by the Dean. Fights to the rim for the layup. Gasol's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Goodwin. Steps back and drains the jump shot. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. On the wing, Johnson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Johnson with the block. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Robert Sacre. And it's Henry in for Wesley Johnson. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game. Steve Nash checked in for Kendall Marshall. It's Nash with the drive. And that one's good. Henry.
They've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now, here's Goodwin. To the inside. Tucker. And the layup is good.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Nash kicks to Young. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the paint. A nice shot by Tucker. Lakers leading by 12. Screen by Young. Nash with it. Now defended by Goodwin. A nice shot by Gasol.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Timeout call, the Suns. They're trailing by 14. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 14. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 14. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. 2:34 left here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
There's Dragic with the three.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Offensive rebound. Here's Green. Tries yet again. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Defensive foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Ryan Kelly. 2 shots.
That's good from Kelly. Good on both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Tucker. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
It's just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Oh, what a play.
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but there just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
Kelly. Nick Young on the wing, guarded by Green. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 14. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
It's almost like they're rubbing it in a little bit with this timeout, guys.
Yeah, not really much to talk about. Let's get the game over and move on.
Gasol. Xavier Henry.
Here's Kaman. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
Phoenix with the ball.
Defensive
And he
foul.
commits the intentional foul.
That's his
I'm not sure what he was
foul.
thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Shooting for Phoenix. Goran Dragic.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break.
That one is off. And the Lakers making a change here. Good on the second free throw. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
Now here's Glenn. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Pau Gasol.